So, it's like Anderson got back to me here. He says, thanks for the response, Widow. Just got done viewing it. I'm from Singapore. Singapore Slinger under my Av. Alright, fair enough. Man, I plan on taking DMT before I leave this world. I don't care where I have to get it, but I've never really thought it could lead to death. Here's the deal. That I know of, there are no documented cases of DMT death. None. Terence McKenna just talks about it as a possibility, that it feels like that. In fact, what a lot of people report is that they think they're dead when they're on DMT. If you've ever read anything about the Tibetan Book of the Dead, Dr. Richard Strassman, in the DMT, the Spirit Molecule, talks about how what people see and the stages of their hallucinations are very closely resemble the stages of Bardo in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, and it's worth taking a look at. Let's see here. Have you done any If I've never done any hallucinogens before, should I start with DMT? Well, you can do light doses of DMT. You can smoke DMT and inhale one time and get something, similar to a very powerful dose of something like, what is that? I can't remember in my brain now what that agent is. Anyways, it will be a short-lived, semi-powerful hallucination. But in reality, if you want to start and you don't want to have your fucking mind blown, start with mushrooms. An eighth of mushrooms will get you there. That is almost a guarantee. If it's your first time, you should have no problems having a psychedelic experience. If you are planning to shock the shit out of yourself, if you're planning to, the first adventure you ever have is jumping out of a fucking airplane, then yes, DMT would be a great place to start, because it's gonna fucking shock you. It's gonna change how you feel about everything. Believe me, you'll feel weird. DMT will only last like 8 minutes, It's going to be very short-lived, and then afterwards you'll just kind of have the after high for like maybe 20 minutes. But in that 8 minutes, it's going to fuck your world up so bad that it'll take you days to recover. Your brain, you'll be trying to process the things that you see, and the things you do see and feel and hear, you won't remember for very long after it happens. That's just kind of the way that these things work. So if you want to have a better time, where you kind of still have some sense of yourself, use mushrooms. Everyone takes mushrooms and different people hallucinate about different things. That I understand. But the fact that people hallucinate about something common with DMT just blows my mind. That's not always the rule. I mean, some people have very weird sessions, but people go to a shared place, and they describe it as being underground and dome-like. And this place, the most mind-blowing thing about it is that this place is inhabited by beings, and Terence McKenna called them self-transforming machine elves, and you'll hear Joe Rogan say that a lot. But other people called them like little bouncing basketball jewel people, and some people called them clowns. The way people perceived these things was always different. It was always a little different, but the theme was the same. That they were transported, and these were people who injected it. They were under. They are under doctor's supervision, and they took this drug intravenously. Now you can get there by smoking it. You inhale, you hold it in, you blow it out, then you inhale again, you hold it in, and you'll start getting there immediately. And then you just keep going until you can't go anymore. And if you do enough, you will get to that dome, and you'll see these things. I have never been there on DMT. I just know the case studies, and they're all pretty similar. I have taken DMT in a form of ayahuasca, which you take differently, but I had nothing that powerful ever happen to me. I did have that experience though with acid, and I saw the beings on the other side, and a lot of people do not have that experience. But what I saw, probably my most powerful acid hallucination of what I thought was acid, but what might have been something dirtier, like some strychnine derivative or something, brought me to a place which I recognize from reading the reports of people on DMT. And so some people don't have the same experience every time. You don't expect that, but the theme will be the same. This weird place that you go to, which is some maybe half organic, half technological, kaleidoscopic underground dome world inhabited by entities which are showing you things made of sound. When you have the experience on DMT, you'll often see what you hear, and I can't explain to you what that means, but colors changing and shapes shifting and things transforming in front of you that happen when you hear sound, kind of like, I guess the closest thing I could equate that to would be like the computer screen. Some computers or Xbox has a program where when the sound changes, the shape changes, but it'll be nothing describable like that. It will be nothing familiar to you. So yeah, if what you... Just a second.
Well, Chris, did you just carry another one of those into the bedroom for me?
Yeah. So, yeah, if what you want to... Sorry about that. If what you want to have is some, paradigm-changing jump off the building for your first time experience, then go ahead and try DMT, but I don't suggest it.